Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's, I'm so happy because of what we're going to see today, special edition of Beyond the Ordinary show. And I love these conversations. I love what comes through Renee and Anthony, and just, you're going to feel, perhaps like I do, this connection that is always there. And it's not just through the channeled messages that you're going to hear live on the call, but it's the way Renee and Anthony also carry it within their being and knowingness of what's coming through. There's not like, well, maybe Mary Magdalene's talking this way, maybe Jesus is talking this way. It's just, no, it's just such an intimate relationship in the translation of that. So I'm really excited about what's going to happen today. And I want to invite you all to just rest in what's flowing through. And a little bit later in the program, like we usually do, we'll open up to live Q&A. The live Q&A with Renee and Anthony and what's coming through, it's through the roof amazing. And I'm excited to see how you in the audience are going to participate, ask your questions. And because of that, what we're all going to be gifted with. So I encourage you to raise your hands or type your questions in. And if you're new to Anthony and Renee, blue soul or wisdom. And I'm sure there's a whole definition around that. Perhaps we'll get into that in a second. But they're modern mystics, they're channelers and healers, and they're the voices behind Blue Soul Earth, which is focused on igniting global consciousness by bridging the worlds of science and spirituality. They ignite the human potential and help others transform from within by tapping into their own innate wisdom. So the answers to the question of why am I here? And how do I step into my life with purpose to live a more joyful life come with both ease and grace. The teachings focus on universal consciousness, heart-centered living, and our human existence. And it's with that, Renee, Anthony, that I welcome you to tonight's call. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us on the show again. Yeah, we love your show and we love the people who watch it.
Yeah, it's what our audience is spectacular, and our guests are definitely a reflection of that. So yeah, thank you. Starting today's, I really want to start because I haven't asked you before. How did you come up with Blue Soul? What's the meaning behind that?
Oh, interesting question, actually. We came up with it very early on.
Mm-hmm. I think you came up with it.
I did. Might have something to do with years and branding and marketing, yeah. But I think I felt like Earth was always, just the energy of the Earth was something that represents both of us. That's always been kind of a thing that we both connected to with nature. And the blue piece has to do with both the ethers, right? If you want to call it the heavens or the ethers or, the other dimensions, and also water, right? So the flowing of water, which is big for us. We live on the water, so water is a pretty important thing. And soul is, well, all of our work is about the soul. We can channel living souls, by the way. I don't know if you ever knew that or not, but we can actually, yeah, it's kind of a unique thing. Our guides won't do it very often, but if they feel someone is ready to have that experience for a shift in their consciousness, our guides will channel a living soul. And, it's pretty powerful, but all of our work is about the soul.
It is indeed.
Amazing. So there's been a lot. And again, last time you guys were on, there was like Melchizedek came in. You had, I think Mary Magdalene came in. I'm not quite sure. I think that also other beings, and there's an angelic presence that showed up as well, I believe. But anyway, you guys have access to so many multi-dimensional spirits, I'll call them. And it's fascinating how Anthony transitions into it and how you translate it. And you told me that Jesus and Mary Magdalene are coming through more strongly now. Why do you think that transition has happened?
Well, I guess I'll say this. From the very beginning, they had been prepared. They prepared us for it. Although we didn't exactly believe it, we kind of were against it, but they would always say Yeshua, Jesus, and Magdalene are going to be the only two guides.
Or the prime guides.
The prime guides that will come through.
Over time.
Yeah, over time, and slowly it is happening. It's exactly as they had
There's
said.
been more and more
Yep.
of an integration for sure. And I think the reason Anthony had said we resisted it was really all the religious dogma around these two energies, right? We, John, we've talked about this at length in previous shows, and just personally, so many of us have gone through this religious dogma attached to their names. So in the beginning, we were like, okay, no thanks. There's angels too. What, too much religion. And then, of course, spending years now with those energies, and really learning that they're not about religion at all, right? It's really more about Buddhism and agnostic teachings, really, than anything else.
I don't think it's about Buddhism.
Well, I mean, the
Yes,
embodiment
I know
of, yeah. So
It's fascinating because when I first started, like I call it when the dam broke open for me, and it literally did, psychically and energetically. I grew up very Catholic, and so when, again, the energy started flowing through in a way that I hadn't experienced before, I pushed away Christianity, Catholicism, and Jesus and Mary and all that, even though I had a very close connection to them. And I went into just an awareness of these other practices and religions and all that. And then years later, here comes that energy again, but it was Jeshua and Mary, and but it was about the dogma, and it became so alive in me. And so what I pushed away became just so obviously just that intimate, beautiful relationship that was awakening a wisdom in me that perhaps I wasn't ready to receive. Perhaps I had to push it away and do my own thing. But it's remarkable, and I love that you're sharing this, because there's something just so tangible in it somehow for the collective, for people who are ready to receive this and the way that you guys are translating it. So it's wonderful. And
I have to tell you that personally, as a channeler, that now that Yeshua comes through, it is by far the most incredible energy, loving energy that I have ever felt in my existence.
We've channeled a lot of energies
that if I could stay there, and I believe I will one day, as they say, it is, I can't describe it. This, I always tell Renee, this Jesus man, he was something, all right. This Yeshua was quite the character. He was an amazing being. But we'll get into that more. Yeah.
And again, as you're speaking, but I'm getting the chills up and down my spine so strongly. He's here already.
Yeah,
no doubt. Or I'm aware that he's here. He's probably always here, but I'm aware that he's here now. I have to ask you guys before we go into Q&A and share a little bit more about how you do your work. I kind of prepared you for this a little bit before we got on the call, because it's such a personal experience, and trying to make sense of that when the question's asked. You've been channeling for a while, and you've been giving sessions and workshops and receiving information from all these different masters. How do you, and how have you embodied or attuned the information that's coming through in your personal lives?
You want to start?
Well, I think
integration,
little by little, teeny tiny steps. You take 10 steps forward and a few steps backwards. There's nothing easy about this particular journey, because it requires you to truly, in all aspects of your life, in all aspects of your being, to surrender to something so much greater than who you think you are or what you are. It truly humbles you every single day. And it's just
when we have meltdown moments,
we do have meltdown moments.
We do. I mean, we're still in this having this human experience. And I remember we're working on a few books that are going to be channeled by them. And I remember when that first came through, we kept going through these resistance, like Anthony's speaking about. It wasn't like, oh, hey, let's just sign up for this and go, go, go. It was really like, wow, this energy is intense. It does require us to surrender a lot.
I don't know if I can do this.
I don't know if I can do this, right? And when the first dictation of the book started coming through, there were these moments of, really, we're actually doing this? And then 2 weeks later, I'm in tears, right? Just absorbing all the information and like, wow, this is like incredible. I don't even know what to do with this because it's so incredible, right? So when we go into disbelief, as Anthony said, taking, steps forward and then a couple steps back, I think that's kind of what's necessary for the integration. Because if you just, as a channeler, as a light worker, if you just jumped in and said, surrender without processing and integrating, I think you don't go through the stages of discernment, right? And when you're channeling as many energies as we do, you have to have discernment.
And be very grounded.
Yeah.
So I want to get into the discernment piece. That's really cool that you talk about that. But what you're both are talking about, for me, it brings me into this place of such immense presence to be able to really receive. It's like somehow there's a slowing down process that has to be so that we can be with that energy, so that you think we're vibrating higher, that the energy is moving faster, that we're doing all this, but it's also going down and it's asking us to just be with that particular microscopic moment, an iota at a time, I guess. It's amazing.
That's true.
Yeah.
In order to truly connect to your higher self, your true self, authentic self, you literally just have to sit or walk slowly and just connect. You have to stop everything, stop all the spinning, and just be. That's what it's like. Yeah. And that's what Yeshua and Magdalene will talk about.
Yeah. I like that you mentioned being discerning with the information, and in the special offer, there's so much in the special offer. And I saw in there that one of it is learning how to communicate with your guides or channeling your guides, which is fantastic. But the discernment piece, do you have energies that try to come in and interrupt and kind of lead you in the wrong way? And then how do you deal with that? Or is it an awareness that comes in and just shifts?
There is an awareness after a while, after years of doing it. Start to understand who you are as a being. You start to realize that you are no different than source energy itself.
And the guides, right?
You are, as they would say, we are you and you are us, and there's no difference. You start to realize that you are light energy. You are pure light love energy, and you allow whatever you want into your auric field or not. You're in charge of everything. You are the light being, literally. You are God's source energy.
Yeah, and I think, this is something, I think we did update that course a bit, the pre-recorded one, the video on demand of connecting with your guides, because I think the first one, we really talked about connecting to all aspects and spectrums of the guides, right? The pagan, we'd literally go through every single category on it. But I think the distinction that we've learned over from doing this for a long time is that a lot of times people will say, well, I've got something stuck to me, or I have an energy that got attached to me, and how do I get rid of this? And is it my karma? And one of the things that our guides have really taught us over time is that they're aspects of you. There's no dark energies. There's no satanic energies. There's dark and light energies, and we make up the full spectrum. So the key is really not to, try to avoid or, to put something into the negative evil box. It's to learn how to dance with them and really become one with them. You want to speak about that with shadows, maybe? Because they show him everything. I hear things. I don't want to see things, right?
To them, for Yeshua, for the guides, for who, there is no up or down. There's no forward, backwards. There's no right or left, good or bad. There is only being. There is really no dark or light. There is only source, and you are source.
But they'll say it's different variations and shades of source, right?
They'll say that this experience that we're having is nothing more than one hair on our head. It is a frequency, and we exist within a vibration, and this is the experience. So make it the best experience you can.
And in this vibration, meaning this vibration, the earth,
of
the
this
earth
particular
plane.
earth plane.
Of this, yeah, of this
So
particular
they'll make
earth
you
plane.
work on a quantum level of what that means. So it's fascinating.
To say the least.
And
Wow.
this happens every night.
Yeah, we're in school every night.
It's nonstop.
Amazing. Now, for everybody in the audience, Renee and Anthony are going to take live calls. So if you want to ask your question, take advantage of this while you can, because this is really special. I want to ask both of you before we get into Q&A and even go through the special offer. Excuse the rooster outside, or the rooster wants to say hi. Let me rephrase that.
Like, is that a rooster?
That's a rooster. That's not me. I was going to say something, but it might have been inappropriate, so I won't go there. Before we get into live Q&A and get into the special offer, how did you guys, what you're doing is not normative. It's very, the corporate background that you come from, Anthony, where you come from, where you're really helping people in a way that's much more grounded. How did you come out of the closet with this and become so outward with it for other people so other people can benefit from this intelligence?
Well, I work with children with special needs. They're very small, from about birth to 3 years old. And it's in the Hispanic community. So it does keep me really grounded. Children will keep you grounded, especially those with special needs. They're very special little beings. And so how did I come out? Very slowly.
Yeah, it's
One
funny.
baby step at a time.
I was going to say we really haven't come out yet. I would say that's really the accurate answer.
I think
once we get our book out, that will change things, because our names will be on the books and we can't hide behind anything anymore, right? It's like, okay, that it is what it is, right? But I would say that we're still not super visible.
No, but we're getting there little by little.
Yeah, we're getting there little by little, but we're not out in a global way. We'd like to kind of expand our reach more globally. I mean, largely because I think the energies that we channel cross so many different cultures, and also both of our backgrounds, Anthony speaking 5 languages, me living in 92 or been to 92 countries and lived in 11 countries. We both have, we've both been foreign exchange students. I run a travel magazine. I mean, we have all of this international global travel piece, and we haven't really, most of our community, I would say, is US based, with the exception of a few, but so we haven't really come out yet.
Would you say there's an apprehension on a personality level to come out, or you think it's a timing thing, or is it both? Right?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think timing. Anybody who's on any type of spiritual journey, whatever it may be, it takes time.
Yeah.
It definitely takes time to become grounded, to learn how to channel, or to learn how to communicate with your higher self, your spiritual guides. And
well, I just thought of
you
something.
need a good community and support to do that as well.
I think the other thing that's really at play that that we talk about a lot is that our guides tell us constantly, you are here to marry science and spirituality. They tell us that all the time. And so, and really, really thinking about your question, I would say that there's code switching that needs to really be nuanced and to happen in a seamless way for us to gain respect from the scientific community. And I'm not sure we're quite there yet. We're getting there, but when you're channeling Thoth energy and Egyptian gods and goddesses and, Mother Mary or whatever, you're not going to march into a scientific community and be able to translate that very well. So I think part of what our guides, particularly Yeshua and Magdalene, are teaching us now, as crazy as this is going to sound, is they're teaching us about quantum realities and how to translate the spiritual language and understanding of the world and our soul and who we are as light beings into language that can be respected on the other side. And so I think there's that dance that we're still learning. I mean, Helena Waba's book that just came out, The Science of Channeling. I don't know if you've heard of it. We interviewed her for our own thing, but she's the head of research for IONS, Institute of Noetic Sciences. And I think that book, hopefully, will start giving more credibility to those of us who are channelers and really do want to stay grounded in science.
Yeah, for me, it's an interesting dichotomy with it, because with the show, it's just like own and respect yourself and respect what you know and your experience. And from that, and again, there's a propensity is like, oh, I can only share with certain people because other people aren't going to get it, or my language doesn't translate because of this. And so again, there's like all those waves that come through about how we're received and how we're understood. And I'm curious if that's shifting, not just because of our languaging, but if it's shifting because vibrationally we're shifting and attuning to one another in a way that the words don't matter as much.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that is true. We
absolutely.
are, as I think, as human species, we are shifting, we are vibrating differently. We are much more open now to the idea of universality than ever before.
Yeah.
We see it even in our politics. We see it happening all around the world.
Yeah.
It is happening little by little, but you're right, John. It's happening.
It's happening. And I think, to be fair to that very valid point that you're making, we can't fear it. I do think the language is important, largely because if you can open the door just a little bit for someone to feel that level of consciousness, right, then you've kind of done your job. And as our guides always say, don't worry if they're resistant and they're just not going to hear the message. Move on. There's nothing you can do, right? There's always going to be that. So we're always aware of, no matter what we do, if there are people who, I don't know, they just can't process it, they're not ready to hear it, it's too out there for them, then, as Yeshua always likes to say, move on.
Well, yeah, it's not always about the message that's given. It's about how the message is being received.
Yeah.
They'll say.
From the very beginning, they've told us that.
Yeah, they said, don't worry, it's okay.
Yeah. And also to your point of just shifting things vibrationally.
And I'm with you. I've actually hired a PA agency. I've hired people to help me translate. It's like, how can I put this vernacular in a way that is more accessible because of the way that I speak? People are just like, I don't get it, I'm tuning out. and of course, we want to grow audience. We want to be in community. We want everybody to receive these gifts that we're like, once you get this, you just want to share it with everybody.
Yes, you do.
It's not about this big purpose or saving the world, even though it is about purpose and what's possible for the world as we expand. But at the heart of it, we just need to share. Well, at my heart of it, I have this overflowing cup, and dang it, I just want everybody to receive from this overflowing cup if they're open to receiving. So I love the way you guys share and the way that you're articulating and presenting it to be accessible in that way. Anthony, I have to share, and perhaps it's just time, because when you're speaking, it's like you're in channel mode. I can feel Jesus and I can feel you. It's like, is it like a quarter of the way in already? I don't know, but it's like, it's coming, it's so obvious to me that's happening.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm literally just
holding
it back a little bit. Yes.
Patricia's doing that. How about we bring him in? And whoever else wants to come in.
Yeah.
And perhaps just get into whatever he wants to share for our audience today, rather than me leading with a question, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, and feel free to ask questions too. And one doesn't come without the other. So definitely expect Magdalene to make an appearance.
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, I was hoping for both. Yes. Wonderful. So again, y'all, if you're interested in asking your personal question, raise your hand, type your question into the chat box, and we'll get into it.
Okay. This is always the fun part.
I know. And also, you know, without getting too deep into the science, there's that piece of it too, which I get really excited about when I read about that our bodies are electric, and, you know, all of this stuff is coming together to really support the auric field being real.
Wow,
You know, that's so exciting for us.
it really is.
So everybody just relax. Slow down your breath a little bit. Close your eyes. And just breathe. Let's form a beautiful circle of light and love. Let's see ourselves as light beings. Hold out your hands to each other and form the community of love and light and source. That's who we are. That is who you are. Remember who you are. You too are consciousness. You are love. You are loved. You are source energy. You are God energy. Within this circle, only love is here. We are the makers of our own creation. We are who we are. Relax. Just breathe.
Hmm.
I am. I am who I am.
Mhm.
Understand this. The I am who I am is enough. You understand who you are, that you are source, you are God, you are universal energy. You are the creators of your own realities. Aren't we, Gaia? I am Yeshua. These are my words I give to you. Be of peace and be of love, be of grace and be of gratitude, and share these qualities with others. Have no fear. You are light beings. And you are beautiful, all of you. There is no difference between me and you. We are the same. But I am here. I am here with you all now. 1 second, please. 1 second. Are there questions?
I imagine there will be, yes. I imagine so. John, how would you like to field questions? Should
Let-
we?
Let's go ahead and do questions.
Oh,
Yeah.
is April going to do it? Okay.
No, I'll do it. Let's go
Oh,
ahead.
okay.
And do it. So let's go to Karen Young. Karen, let's get you to unmute, please. And everybody find your unmute button. So when I call on you, we just transition into it. And if I can't hear you, I'll tell you that I can't hear you. So just go straight into the question. Yeah.
Hi, I'm so happy to see you. I'm bouncing around. I have 3 kitties climbing all over me. They must be excited. I just wanted to know if there's any special message for me. I'm just growing in leaps and bounds lately, and a lot of information coming in. So just wondering if there's anything special for me. I hear a lot about quantum, I'm hearing just so much about frequency and heaven on earth and healing of the heart through frequency. And so I'm a sponge. I'm just soaking it all in right now. So I'm wondering if there's anything special for me to hear.
Love is a frequency.
Is there something special for you to hear? Yes, there is. You're special. You are unique. You are incredible, and you are beautiful. Our source. You are God. And I see you. And I feel you. You are not alone, soul. I am here with you, always. My message to you is that I am with you. And I never leave you. Have faith. Have faith. You are special to me. Only love is here. You are loved and you are loved, soul. You make me cry in this form. These are tears of joy and laughter and love. And I appreciate your connection with me and allowing me to feel this in this form. Be of joy and laughter and love, and be kind to yourself. That is my message I give to you. My love, my sweet soul. Yes, beautiful you are in all ways. More questions, please. Thank you.
There's a question that's coming from Donna, but Donna, I'd love for you to ask this question live. If you're open to it, raise your hand and we'll get to it. If not, I'll ask it anyway, but there she is. So, and if you'll ask it in the same way that you asked it in the question, not exactly, but with your feelings, this is, yeah.
Powerful.
It's powerful.
I don't see her on the screen though.
She'll come on in a second. Donna,
Okay.
I'll unmute you once you come on the screen. I'm going to go to another question first. So Sarah wrote in, I'd like to know how to understand the messages from spirit. Sometimes it feels like I can feel the energy around me and I get ringing in my ear, but I don't know how to decipher them.
Yeah, the ringing in the ears. That's how we started, with the ringing in the ears.
Mine hasn't stopped.
Yeah, ours is still going.
Tinnitus, ringing in the ear. This is the biological portion of who you are, the energetic body of who you are. When that occurs, allow it to occur. Know that messages are being given to you. Feel into them. Open your heart. Above all things, open up the heart chakra. Feel into the message. Close your eyes and see the pictures that are coming to you. That is how you're going to interpret them, one step at a time. And the more you practice, the more you will learn, and the more you will feel into it, the more you will connect with your true self, your divine self, your God self. Take your time, soul. We are here to assist you. I am here. Miriam is here as well. We will help balance your energies, and all will be okay.
It's usually an indicator that a message is trying to come through. And so that's when we need to just sit still, and that's the time when we're racing, right? But just sitting still, being still, meditating, and then asking your guides for how you wish to communicate.
When Anthony hears his ear ringing, he says, I hear you. And he stops. And he waits. And he listens.
Yeah.
We don't speak in words as you do. I do not speak in words. I speak through your heart, through your feelings. Don't be afraid to feel. Feel everything. Practice. Be in community with those who support you.
Yeah.
And they will help you along the way on your path of enlightenment. A rebirth again, isn't it? 1 second, please.
You could say that.
Okay. Let's continue.
Okay.
Right, Donna, let's go to you. Let's get you to unmute, please.
About healing.
Healing, yes.
The next one is about healing.
Hello.
Hi, Donna.
Oh, I love you people. So I have a blood lymphoma, and I want to know if I caused it, and can I really heal it? Because I'm very confused between, regular medicine and all the spiritual stuff I read, and I guess I'm in a lot of fear, and I don't know how to, I know that's not good, and I try to, release it and all that. I just want to know if I can really heal.
And did you cause it?
Did I create this, however it came and wherever it came from? Did I choose it, or cause it?
Thank you, Donna.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that was brave to speak that.
Donna,
Mhm.
Donna, Dawn, gift. A gift you are to this world. A light you are to this world. To so many others as well. And that will always remain. Do not have any fear. My heart I give to you now. You did not cause anything. It simply is what it is. You are having an experience now, but you can change the experience if you choose. You have the ability to change your own experience within this vibration. But remember, gift to the world. There is no bad experience and there is no good experience. There only is. Find love, Donna, in all things. Find love even in the perception of illness and disease. Find love in who you are as a being. 1 second, please. I do not heal, Donna. I only speak to the soul so that it may heal itself. Have in your soul the ability now to heal thyself. Who I am. We are the same, Donna. Let us work together now so that you may heal yourself and others. I am here with you. I will carry you on this path. Speak with me, and I will be with you.
Do you want to just speak a little bit about how you did heal, even though you say you didn't heal?
Yes.
Your ability to connect to the soul.
That is correct.
And connect at a blueprint level.
Yes.
To bring the illness back to the original blueprint.
The healing doesn't occur because I say it does. It occurs because the soul changes its own volition, its own experience. I only encourage the soul to change its experience, to love itself, to know itself. But there are times you must understand that the experience is an experience. And as I said, it is neither good nor bad. It simply is. But all beings, all human beings, have the ability to heal themselves and heal others. You must get into a vibration that allows you to do it. It takes time, but I am here to help you do that, to get you into this vibration so that your soul, the frequency of it, may heal itself within this vibration. We are here now, soul. We are healing each other now. We are healing each other now. We are healing each other now. So be it.
Beautiful. Well, it's wonderful because this brings the science into it also, because we are shifting the particle at a quantum level.
Absolutely.
Shifting the particle at a quantum level is true. Remember who you are. You are photons. I am the same. You are atoms. You are subatomic particles as well. You are the proverbial light and darkness of all things. You are the time and the space. You do not occupy it. I will say that again. You do not occupy time and space. You are the time and space. It occupies you. That is the science of who you are, but that is the magic as well. You are perfect in all things that you do. Remember, you are perfect. There is no difference between God and you. We are all God together. We are universal consciousness together.
And I love the science because it liberates the mind. It's like, I understand the need to be embrace the science. Because did you all feel the shift in your brain, in your mind, and in your brain as this was being spoken about? It's profound. It's profound. It changes everything. I have to ask a question. Donna, you brought this up, and I think it's so, I feel it's so important. There's a lot of very well-meaning teachings about what you're creating in your life through your consciousness based on your decision and your belief systems. But sometimes they tend to book what we think and how we're experiencing our perception of it in a way that we're doing it wrong. And so, Donna, well, I'm trying to do all these things and I just can't seem to get it right. How would you speak into that? How would you speak into how we can receive the intelligence that's coming to us and how we can have a relationship in a way that's really not taking us down loops of doubt and fear?
Well, honestly, I don't know. That's the problem.
I'm asking Anthony and Renee and Joshua.
Yes, I understand.
Which really plays, it's really, that the answer to this is really also the answer to Liliana's question of how you raise your vibration in line with healing. It's the same. It's like, how do we get to that place of not going down the rabbit hole of fear, or why did this happen to me?
I asked, and I will say again, can you find the love in your own dis-ease? Can you find the love in your own perceived illness? Can you find the love in the pain? Can you still find joy and happiness with the perfection of what you are and who you are in this lifetime? That is the starting point to healing. That is the starting point of letting go and surrendering to who you are in this lifetime. I understand.
So when you think about the Buddhist comment that I made earlier about some of your teachings do overlap, in fact, right? That resistance piece, that what we resist persists, right? And so for fighting with our disease or fighting with our trauma, we're not in the vibration of love and joy and acceptance.
That is correct. Do not fight, do not resist. We've told you that many times, and I have told you that.
So that's the vibration.
Yes.
So that's the shining, Donna, that's the shining, the love and the light and the love, right? The love and the nurturing of you and your disease, shining that love and light on it. That raises the vibration.
In a manner of speaking, yes. It changes the amplitude within the vibration in which you exist. You are still the frequency, but you have the intention of changing the amplitude, the resonance of your own frequency within this vibration that you refer to as Earth. If you can do that, if you can change your intention about the disease and what it is to you, then you can change the disease itself.
Because it's changing the atoms, it's changing the molecular structure.
It's changing who you are as a light being. Yes, that is correct.
It's almost remapping new networks.
That is correct. Yes. I understand, soul. I know. I hear you. I acknowledge you. I see you. I am here with you. And I too will take your hand and I will walk with you wherever you go on this journey. I am here with you. I will not let go. I will not let go. I will never let go of you. I will take your fear and I will take your grief. I will take you into me whenever you decide to come back. I am here for you. And I am waiting patiently. Love in all things there are. Even in grief there is love. In pain there is love. In sorrow there is love, because you are perfect as you are. Good.
Thank you, Donna. Blessings to you.
Yeah.
And I-
Thank you.
And I send my love as well.
Thank you so much.
Mm. Renee, I'm curious, can we go into the special offer, Joshua, whilst Joshua's still here? Maybe Mary's coming through, or should we wait? Because I want to make sure that as many people as possible get access to the continuation of working with you.
Yeah, we can talk about that. And then if you'd like to have Magdalene come through, the
Yes,
transition.
I think people will find me and lynch me if I don't.
So yeah, do you want to start with the offerings, or I can elaborate on them?
Let's go into special offer. And before you go into it, Renee, April has just typed it into the chat box, everybody. So click on the chat link at the bottom of your screen. It might be on the side for some of you. Click on the chat box and you scroll all the way down. You'll find the link in the chat box, or go to beyondtheordinaryshow.com / let me see how April set this up / Blue Soul 27. I'll take you to that same page. And right, yeah, if you would guide us through whoever participates, and I hope as many of you will participate, what they're going to receive and partake in.
Oh, absolutely. So we're going to do a live channeling session just literally for this group, right? From Magdalene and Yeshua, where you'll be able to ask questions, in a private setting, obviously. And we don't have the date on that. It's going to be sometime in March, but whoever registers it'll be on a weeknight. So we'll send that out, and that will be a live channeling session specifically with Magdalene and Yeshua. And then our Manifest Through Spirit, we just finished it. It took us a really long time to put that together, but it's packed full of really manifestation through spirit, right? So it has a lot of the traditional stuff that about manifestation and abundance, right? Staying in that vortex, but it goes beyond that, because there's energy work as part of the course, there's exercises, there's workbooks, there's a lot packed into it. And we do weave in the science as well. So it's both the science and spirituality part of that. It's one of our favorite courses. It's one of what we call our core course, because we have core courses that are part of what we call your soul's curriculum. And that's one of our core courses because we think it's that important. And then the other one is our very first one we ever did. And we just updated it, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, it's brand new. So we updated how to connect to your guides. And so it goes through every single category, if you like, of guides, from pagan energies to the angelic realm, seraphim, gods and goddesses, obviously ascended masters, and energies like that you can't make sense of, right? Like Metatron and Hathor energy and all of these other energies that we keep hearing about. Where do they come in, and what do their frequencies mean, and how do we connect to them? And also we even have the galactic energies in there too. So how to connect if you feel more resonance with Palladian energy or, Arcturian energy. What does that even mean, and how do I connect? So that's really what that course is all about. And there's a 55-page workbook with that as well. And then there's a channeled guided meditation, because our main thing is, the energies that flow through us is Magdalene and Yeshua. They channeled a guided meditation to balance the masculine and feminine energies. So that's in there as well. And then our original Your Soul Speaks ebook. It's there as a video kind of experience as well as an ebook. And I don't know if I've missed anything, but it's a lot. It's a lot.
All this, y'all, it's $111, an opportunity to be in this energy deeper in a very intimate group, directly with Anthony and Renee, and sounds like Yeshua and Magdalene coming through. So again, the offerings, $111, 2 payment option on it as well, which makes it really accessible. The live channeling session sometime in March. Manifest Through Spirit, which is packed with 70 lessons and downloads and exercises in a workbook. How to connect to your guides, which again, 70 lessons, 55-page workbook. The Creative You, 70-page inspirational guide to ignite the creative force within you. The channeled guided meditation to balance the masculine and feminine energies within you. And Your Soul Speaks ebook and audiobook. I had to read that little synopsis because I was going through all this, and it's like, there's a lot, but it's just so relevant and such a, it feels like an alchemy of an awakening or remembering or a knowing that you're remembered as well, which then just empowers it more. So this is a fantastic offer. Thank you for putting it together.
There's also a Ignite the Creativity in You workbook and that Manifest Your Spirit course as well. I forgot to list that, but it's something that I created recently, and all of it was sort of channeled through me. So that's in there as well. And that's really just to ignite the creative juices.
What comes through the live channeling sessions when you and Anthony do it?
You know, what's really interesting about that, although Yeshua and Magdalene are our prime guides, whoever comes through is dependent on who's in the virtual room. So if you have a connection to Metatron or archangels or other energies, because we can really bring all those energies through, they may come through in a live session. So even for us, as long as we've done this, it's always different, isn't it? Sometimes it'll be like, okay, who's coming through, you know, and it might be a saint, you know, that we've never channeled before. Things like that have happened, or a goddess that we've never channeled before because the person's soul calls it through. I think Mother Mary energy came through for you, right, John?
Oh, so beautiful. I was in tears.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. That
And
connection.
an archangel, I think, came through for you as well.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I mean, even though it's primarily Yeshua and Magdalene, other energies do come through, don't they?
If the soul requires, they can come through.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you wish to speak with Magdalene?
I would imagine with all of these goddesses in the room, they would want to connect with Magdalene.
With Magdalene comes in, everybody, again, the special offer page, the links in the chat box, 2 payment options, take advantage of it. It's amazing. Patricia Cushing, I just ordered, I can't wait.
Oh, yay. Yay.
Now I will speak quickly.
Okay.
I am who I am. Remember that phrase, that mantra, and say that all the time. I am not who you think I am. This is not who I am. This is just an image of me. But it's a fine one, isn't it?
Yes.
Why do I say this to you?
Because you are infinite.
But so are you. You're all infinite. The images that you see in front of the mirror is not really who you are. It is only a perception of who you are. That is a perception of me. When Miriam comes through, you will have a perception of her too. But make sure the perception is of light and of love, because that's what it is, and that's who we are, and we are you. You are not who you think you are. We are here to tell you that, so that you believe that and understand that, and you are reborn into it again on this journey. My other half comes, as she will say, my better half. She is different than I am, but we are the same as well. A different soul, a different speaker, a different energy source. It is always my honor to be here with all of you. I am Yeshua. These are my words I've given to you. My energy I have given to you. We have shared it together as one. Be of peace and love and grace and gratitude, and share these qualities with others. There you will find healing souls.
Yeah.
1 second, please.
Oh, I have a burning question.
Yeah. I mean, the funny thing about, like, we're not who we think we are. Yeshua's not who, because we're all light, right? And so they'll say, and there's a chapter in our book that really takes you down the quantum rabbit hole of the soul being infinite, right? That we're just not one soul, but that we have all these frequencies from so many different lifetimes and experiences that make us up. So
I am
really, really amazing stuff. Hi.
always good to see you again. I am Miriam. I am the other half of Yeshua, or as I always like to say, the better half. I am the feminine portion of Yeshua. He is the masculine portion of Miriam. We flow together like this. But you must understand something, all of you. As he said, you are not who you think you are, and we are not who you think you are, or who you think we are. We are who we are. You are wondering if you are truly masculine or if you are truly feminine. Should we go down that rabbit hole? You are both, a little bit of both. You are neither, actually. You are neither feminine nor masculine. You simply are energy beings, having a perception of what you think you are. But that is okay, because this is how we balance the energies in you so that you become one again with who you are in this lifetime. You are rediscovering who you are, and that is source, universality, oneness, trueness, authenticity of the divine ego. Yes, I believe there are questions for me.
Actually, John says he has a burning question for you.
And you've alleviated some of it with how you came in, so thank you for that. And I grew up, and so many people that have been on the show and community and people that I'm aware of, they're looking for their other half in human existence. And so when Jeshua and you mentioned being other half, there's an interpretation that sometimes for us to be complete, that other half has to be found. How do we quantify that in this experience based on what you're reflecting with your experience with Jeshua?
Great question, John. I mean, especially for so many people who don't have partners.
Yeah.
Great question.
I understand the question. Yeshua was my partner. He was my man. He was everything that I could have wanted in a man, and then some. But he wasn't with me for very long. You must understand that. The experience that we gave to each other was unique. But you ask, how is it that you can be in this earth realm without a partner? And I say to you this: if you are of love and you open your heart to all the expressions of love, to everything that love is, then I can assure you, souls, love will come to you. Let go of the preconceptions of what it is that you want in your soulmate. Let it go and open yourselves, and you will see what will come to you. It will be magic. but you must surrender to it. That is the difficult part. Surrendering to the energy that will come to you.
Well, and also in your lifetime, the sisters surrendered into each other. They didn't have partners, but your work was the love of the community.
Are we going down that rabbit hole too?
I just mean that there's a lot of people without partners
That is correct.
and maybe don't even want partners,
That is true as well.
but could use some more self-love.
Be in the frequencies of where you desire to frequent. And what do I mean by that? We are all within this particular vibration, but be with like frequencies. That's why I say frequent with like frequencies. And there you will find those whom you seek the most. You will find it, and it will find you. You never know what's around the corner and waiting for you. Be open to it. We tell you that all the time, you and Anthony. And that is how manifestation occurs. And that is how abundance occurs. Picture it and see the intention, but have nothing held to it. You're open because you are source and you are universe, all in the same instant. How was that?
Beautiful. This really brings me to the example, and what's resonating really strongly for me is the example of Mother Teresa. It's like she came into divine union with her purpose, and that was the expression of that divine balance of masculine and feminine, the way that she expressed it. And so it's not always necessarily the physical manifestation of a male or a female, but it's the energetics of how you amplify through the unification of it. That's what I'm understanding.
Totally, absolutely.
You are correct,
Yeah.
Mr. Burgos.
Actually, that was amazing. The way that you put that, John, was perfect, really, because when you embody that in balance, there's not this need or this yearning for something to have to fulfill you. You already are.
This is why I say be open
Yeah.
to all the different forms of love that will come your way. It may not be in a being, but it may be in something else, in a profession, a job, a calling,
A passion,
a passion.
a calling, yeah.
Yes. You never know,
A community.
do you? No.
Yeah.
So always be open.
Yeah.
Very well put.
Thank you. Thank God. It's inspired. I'm feeling the transition happening. So beautiful. I want to go to a new caller. Tanya, I need to call on you. If you'll unmute yourself, please. And let's get you to unmute, Tanya. There you go.
Hi, thank you. You already answered my question, and thank you, John. Your last question that you asked about the fears and the doubt, that was exactly what I wanted to ask. So thank you. It's been answered already, and I'm just so loving and appreciating this. Thank you so much. That's it.
I know your accent.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah, I'm from Manchester, but it's a funny accent. I've lived all
I
over the
know.
world.
Yes, I understand that way of speaking. I was there in that country at one time with my daughter. We were there. And your country holds a great deal of energy, especially for me and for others.
Don't you want us to lead a retreat over there?
I've been waiting. But I appreciate you being here, woman, with me and with all women as well. You're very strong. Hold on to that. You have a great deal of magic in you as well. And I like that.
Oh, she has pagan roots.
Of course.
Yeah. I was sensing that too.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Okay, let's go. Nikki, let's get you to unmute, please. And welcome.
Hi there. Hi, everybody. Can you hear me all right?
We can hear you great, yes.
Okay, great. I have a question, and it's regarding my son mostly. He was he was hit by a car about 14 months ago, and his body's it's fine. Actually, it was a small pickup truck, and he took some time off, and then he went back to work, and he has been having a lot of difficulties. He's struggling, and I don't know. He just turned 25. Um, I I don't know what to do. I can't do much. Uh, we need guidance. He needs guidance. He the work situation's bad. He's all tied up. Um, a couple professionals said it's trauma. Can you give us some guidance in this area?
1 second, please. Guidance. That is what you seek, is guidance.
Guidance, and I'd like to know, is he going to be okay? I'm so worried.
Okay. Let's calm down a little bit. 1 second, please. Yeshua comes now.
Yeah.
1 second, please.
So if you haven't figured it out now, Miriam's energy is the proverbial ignition of fire under your butt to get you moving, to get you empowered and confident, and to give yourself love. Yeshua's he's like the pure, just pure love.
I am who I am. A mother's love for the son is one of the most profound loves there is. And it will always be that way. You ask for guidance. I can only give you this message. You are still his mother. You can guide him, but only so far. One second, please. Remember, soul, that each soul is tied together in circles and weave together on their paths. And each path, each soul, each journey is perfect as it is. Feel into your heart what it is you must do, but always seek guidance as well from your own communities that are medical as well. Remember, you must put science and your spirituality together as one, and there you will find the answers. This, I tell you, is truth. But take your time. You have an abundance of time. He will be okay. He will be fine. But stay by his side. You are his rock, you know. You are the foundation on which he stands.
Is there anything she can do initially besides being his rock?
Yes, I know.
Can you heal him? His anxiety, we've been to the medical. He's tired of going to all the medical.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's frustrated.
Yeah,
He-
picked up on that too.
1 second, please.
reading fields, your field, his field, maybe in the Akashic records.
Oh,
Yeah. When you think about the Akash is multidimensional, he's able to check both of your fields.
wow.
Michael, I am here. I will protect him. He is one of us. He is within the angelic realm. And I surround him with my sword, and I will protect him. He is of the angelic realm in this lifetime, and for many others as well. We are there with him so that he may express himself in the way that he chooses. He will heal, but you must give it time. He will heal, but please give time. And we know he is frustrated. Allow him to have faith in who we are as well. Have faith within this realm, and there you will find the healing. I am Michael. I am Michael.
So Nikki, what they do when they go into the Akash and they read the field, they can tell what his prime source energy is in this lifetime, which is of the angelic realm. So that's an indicator of the energies that you should turn to and he should turn to for healing.
That is correct.
Because it's like, think of it as a vibrational match.
That is correct. He is of the angelic realms.
Yeah.
And there you will find healing as well. Not only
No.
for himself, but you.
Am I of the angelic realm also? I'm lost.
That was cute. It's adorable.
He's not,
I know.
he's
know.
a 25-year-old.
Yeah.
I know.
His faith is not, he's so young to be going through this. And he just, with his job, he found out today he has to go on leave, no money, without pay, leave without pay. And he really got upset. And he seems like he's really getting tired of this.
Anger. There's also probably some anger.
Very angry today, angry today.
Yeah, that's what
and the doctors aren't coming through. We're at a gridlock.
Nikki, I know there's beautiful information coming through, and I just want to share with you. Also, to teach your son about abundance in multiple forms, not just income, and the expansion of that rather than the detriments of something being supposedly taken away. But look at how you're replenishing that abundance through your love, through your support, and there's more available. And the focus on that, and you holding that vibrational field and awareness, even though he may not be spiritually inclined in this way, or so you think, will help him tremendously.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, he won't talk to me. He gets nervous when he talks to me too long because I'm anxious.
Yes.
We're at a gridlock.
But you said something that I thought was pretty powerful. You said this is happening, so he needs for him to express himself.
Yes.
Yes.
So the soul is giving himself this experience for that expression to ultimately emerge. So that's why you're saying be patient, right? Because it's a process.
I say unto all of you,
yeah.
Oftentimes when you find that you hit rock bottom, therein lies your cure, your enlightenment, your enchantment, your
breakthrough,
ascension, if you will.
Yeah. Remember, his soul called this forward so that expression can.
You both are working together in unison so that he may find who he truly is in this lifetime. A spiritual journey may be a difficult one if you make it. I understand, Mom. I understand. But slow down and relax into it. I know. I feel you. I feel you.
Without a job, he may have to move back home, and that wouldn't be good for him. I mean, I don't know.
Be okay not knowing.
Yeah.
It's been 14 months. Yeah, okay.
I
He's,
understand.
can I ask one more question? Is he mismatched for this job? He can't seem to go back. He's
Yeah,
having.
and we'll stop at that question so we can continue on with the transmission that's coming through. Because these are fear-based questions that are coming through in your heart, speaking another language. I think you know the answers to a lot of these. And I know there's a lot of wisdom again coming through Magdalene and then the energies here.
Okay.
You wish to know whether a job is correct for him. No job is correct for him at this time. Nothing is correct for him at this time. Nothing can be.
He needs to go inward.
He's spinning
Yeah.
and spinning and spinning, and so are you. You're both spinning. You must get out of that residence field first. Then you must slow down. You must take your time and connect again to who you truly are. This is not an easy task. It is not an easy task for him, nor is it for you. But you two will work together as one again. And that is what I am telling you. You will work two and become one again. You will learn who you are, both of you, together. I know this makes no sense to you.
But through this process, it will make itself known.
That is correct. I'm sorry. I do not wish to be hard with you or difficult. And I am here with you on this path. But continue to work together.
It's the expression thing, it's the throat. And that's why Michael came through. Michael is all about the throat chakra expression and speaking one's truth.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Be of good cheer, soul. Find the cheer within the disharmony, and there you will find harmony again.
Vicki, thank you so much. As
Thank
we
you.
keep transitioning with Magdalene and Renee here, I want to remind you all of the special offer. Again, the link's in the chat box. April's going to tap it in there again, $111, 2 payment options, and the list of what you're receiving in this communion in this space. What a gift to be able to provide to you all. And as we're wrapping up today's show, I want to ask you, Renee, and Magdalene and Anthony, when he gets back, because it's just the energy that flows through the three of you. I feel Anthony there as well. What would you say to those of us in the time that we are now? What collectively would...
Yeah, this is Yeshua's energy right now, but
Oh, go ahead. Yes.
The time that you are now. I like that question. The now.
Yeah.
Only you can describe that now. You must understand something, John. There is no now. But if there is, then you're going to make a transition. Your earth, your vibrations are changing. You can see it as an ascension if you want. You can see it going up if you desire. It doesn't matter. But your earth, you as a humanity, is changing. You are becoming better, lighter, and filled with more love. You are discovering who you are again in this lifetime. All of you are doing that, one step at a time. But I can assure you, it is happening. You are in community now with Source, with universal love and consciousness. But it is not only you, it is everybody. There are many, many other groups doing this. But what you do as a soul will touch and ripple effect throughout the entire universe, because everything is connected as one. From many come one, and from one come many. Continue, John, with this, with your series, with your program, and whatever it is you do, for we need you and I need you to give the message that you are God and that there is no difference between you and Source. Continue to give that message to all.
That we are all interconnected. And
Yes.
so that's a message really for the group as well. For anyone, I mean, we're all light workers, even if you don't label yourself that way, or even if you don't see yourself as a healer, we are all healers.
Yes, we are. Magdalene concurs.
Yeah.
And with that, I take leave.
Yeah, we're all healers. So just remember that light, that whatever that you shine out has this ripple effect on everything that we do.
Your Earth is a kinder planet now than ever before. You have no idea. No idea. You think it is not, but it is.
Relative to 2,000 years ago.
Yes, relative to only 100 years ago.
Mm.
Find the love and the beauty and the grace and the gratitude in all things. Fear does not serve you here. I am Yeshua. These are my words I give to you. Magdalene gives her love as well. Be fine, be happy. You are perfect as you are. I will see you later.
Thank you.
John, thank you.
Thank you. Oh my
Thank
God.
all of you for being a part of my soul and allowing me to come into your auric fields, your energetic bodies. Good night. Be well.
Everybody, the replay is going to be available later this evening. Wow, what a beautiful call, and what a gift to receive the message. Yeah.
You hear that click?
That message touched my heart as he was speaking to me, and immediately, of course, I received it and felt it as best as I could. And immediately, and so are each and every one of you. The message that I'm sharing, you all are sharing it as well through your being, through your actions, through your inquisition. It's just the ripples are profound. So thank you for showing up to the show that I so gratefully get to curate.
He's not quite back yet, but he's almost back.
Amazing.
Are you back?
Can I put my glasses on and see?
Yeah, as Yeshua and Magdalene come through, it's, everything's multidimensional and
Oh, there's
expansive.
everybody.
So he doesn't need his glasses, right? But as soon as they leave, he needs glasses to see.
They will show me as you as just light beings, light forms, who you really are.
Wow. I've been getting so many chills all call long, just up and down my spine, up and down my arms. It's just, what a beautiful call. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, John.
Yeah.
Beautiful what you do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
know.
really
It's
is
amazing.
incredible.
We just love the people that you bring
Yeah.
together. And also, all of us just showing up and being in this field of energy, right?
Yeah.
Kind of that's where we started the call, where John was saying, be in this resonance field. Sometimes words are not even needed, I think you said, right? And that transmission of what's happening is what's keeping and elevating us to a field of resonance where we can heal ourselves and we can heal others. So
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. I'm excited for everybody who's showing up to your live class, to the recordings and all that. That's going to be just epic. I hope you all participate. You know where to find the link. And Anthony Ray, until next time, just
thank you.
I know. I love you. Yeah, we both love you, and
stay in the heart.
Yeah, stay in the heart.
Absolutely.
This is, I know we always finish our we finish all of our classes that we do with the
Stay in the
big.
heart.
I don't know if we can do that
Yep.
here. I guess we can't because it's not the big heart.
All right, everybody. And to everybody listening on the replays, oh my God, just keep that love that you are and just remember that. Remember
Yeah.
that. I love you.
Love you.
See you guys on the next call. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye for now.